Good morning to you all, children. Hope you all are fine, staying safe at home. Welcome to grade 8 English class. The topic for the day is A Boy Who Broke the Bank by Ruskin Bond, which is the first lesson. That's the prose. Now, children, let's have a quick recap of this prose. Who is the writer of this prose? Ruskin Bond is the writer of this prose. Who is the sweeper boy? Nathu is the sweeper boy. What is his friend's name? Sita Ram is his friend's name. Who is the owner of the local bank? The owner of the local bank is Seth Govind Ram. Where is Nathu working? Nathu is working in the local bank. Now let's quickly see the word meanings of this prose. Haphazard, unorganized and careless, to the verge of ruin, almost at the point of losing all his money. Plodded, walked slowly with difficulty because he was carrying something heavy. Shrunk, a movement of his shoulders up and down to show that he did not know or care. So it's a particular movement for shrunk. Plodded, it's a way of walking with difficulty. To the verge of ruin, it's almost at the point of losing all money. And haphazard, totally in an unorganized way, that is in the careless way. Now, children, let's start reading the prose. The Boy Who Broke the Bank. Nathu, the sweeper boy, grumbled to himself as he swept the steps of a small local bank owned by Seth Govind Ram, a man of wealth whose haphazard business dealings had often brought him to the verge of ruin. Haphazard, as we read the meanings earlier, unorganized or in a careless way. To the verge of ruin, that is almost at the point of losing all his money. Nathu used the small broom hurriedly and carelessly. The dust, after rising in a cloud above his head, settled down again on the steps as he banged his pan loudly against a dustbin. Sita Ram, the washerman's son, passed by. So we are seeing this boy, Nathu, he was not at all in a good mood. He was grumbling to himself. Okay, he was cleaning the steps of the local bank here. Now this local bank is owned by Seth Govind Ram, a man who was wealthy, and but he was not having an organized business. Okay, and it was for that reason why he was losing all his money. So Nathu, he was using a small broom for cleaning the steps. Here he's seeing that he was not at all cleaning it properly because he was grumbling because of some other complaints which he had in his mind. So the dust settled down again back onto the steps. As he banged his pan loudly, we are seeing that he is trying to bang the dustbin using the dustpan in his hand. And Sita Ram suddenly sees this. Who's Sita Ram? Sita Ram is the washerman's son. Now, children, let's come to the second and third paragraph. Sita Ram was on his delivery round. So we are seeing that Sita Ram, he was onto his delivery rounds, delivering clothes, the washed clothes. He had a bundle of freshly pressed clothes balanced on his head. Don't raise such dust, he called out to Nathu. Are you annoyed because they are still refusing to pay you another 5 rupees a month? So who's asking this? Sita Ram is asking to Nathu because Nathu was in an annoying mood that day and he was not at all cleaning properly. He was throwing the dust here and there. So when the dust was on the air, Sita Ram, while passing from that route, he was also getting the dust on near his face. So he got annoyed and he was telling Nathu, why you are annoyed? And are they refusing to pay you a single another 5 rupees a month? Now let's read the third paragraph. I don't want to talk about it. Who's complaining? The sweeper boy is complaining. I don't want to talk about it, complained the sweeper boy. I haven't even received my regular pay. So he's not even received his casual pay, what he receives on each month. Soon 2 months' pay will be due. So he was worried, for since 2 months he's not been paid. Who would think this was a bank holding up a poor man's salary? So Nathu is a poor man. He's not got salary since 2 months. As soon as I get my money, I'm off. Not another week will I work in this place. So he's saying that as soon as he's going to get his money back, he's going to move out and he's in a search for a new job. As soon as he gets a new job, he'll be moving on to that new workplace. And Nathu banged the pan against the dustbin several times. So he took the pan and he hit the dustbin several times. Now, let's read the fourth paragraph. Well, I wish you luck, said Sitaram. So he's wishing him good luck. I'll be on the lookout for a new job for you. So Sitaram is a good friend of Nathu. So he's promising him that he is going to look for a good job for Nathu. And he plodded. We saw the meaning of plodded before. Walked slowly with difficulty because he was carrying something heavy. So what was the thing he was carrying? He was carrying the heavy bundle on his head. So he was plodding around the like barefoot around along the road. The big bundle of clothes hiding most of his head and shoulders. So his head was also covered with the bundle of clothes as well as his shoulders were also covered. We are seeing that in the fourth paragraph. Now moving on to the fifth paragraph. At the fourth home, he visited delivering the washing. So he was on delivering the clothes. So he visited the fourth house. There Sitaram overheard the woman of the house saying how difficult it was to get someone to sweep the courtyard. So she's saying that it's so difficult to get a person. These days we are also finding it difficult to get servants, right? So she's saying that it's so difficult to get a person to sweep her courtyard. So tying his bundle, Sitaram said, I know of a sweeper boy who's looking for work. So he reminded her about his friend. Who's that? Nattu, yes. Tying his bundle, he said that he's knowing one person who's his friend. He's a sweeper boy who's working in he's also looking for a new job. So he might be able to work for you from next month. So he told her that he'll be ready to work for her from the next month. He's with Seth Govindram's bank just now. So he's saying that he's working with Seth Govindram's local bank, which is located there only in the locality. But they aren't giving him his pay and he wants to leave. So he's saying that they are not paying him correctly on that particular date. So he's also on a plan to move off from lookout. He's also on a lookout for a new job. And then as soon as he gets it, he'll be moving off from there. Thank you, children, for watching the video today. Read the lessons again and answer the questions which are given today. Till then, take care. God bless you all. Let's have a quick recap of the lessons, first to fifth paragraph. Who is Nathu? Nathu is a sweeper boy. Who is Sitaram? Sitaram is the washerman's son as well as Nathu's friend. Where is Nathu working? Nathu is working in the local bank. Who is the owner of the local bank? Seth Govindran is the owner of the local bank. Why was Nathu annoyed? Nathu was annoyed because he was not paid for since 2 months. The homework for yours is write down the synonyms: haphazard, plodded, shrug, to the verge of ruin, and bankrupt.